Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Ryusei. Today I introduce the popular homemade dish, Menchikatsu. It is deep fried hamburger steak with breadcrumbs. The look is similar to korokke, but Menchikatsu is different from it. The texture of the outside is crispy and the inside is juicy. I've cooked Menchikatsu so many times and I was able to make a great recipe. I hope you will enjoy Menchikatsu. Yes, let's make it. At first, this is the onion. Onion is a key ingredient of Menchikatsu. I trim off both sides shortly and peel off the skin. I cut it into half and then I'll mince it. I place it facing the stem far side and make cuts about 3 mm in intervals. Okay, I turn it and cut it horizontally from the bottom. Nice. And chop it. In this recipe, I use 150 grams of the onion. The onion will give some moisture to the patties. So this amount of the onion is very important. I chop it roughly. Okay, we can enjoy the texture of the onion. I set it aside. It is 150 grams of the onion. Okay. Next, garlic. This garlic is from Aomori Prefecture. And Aomori is written by like this. I grate the garlic. I'll use about 3 grams. If you like garlic, you can add it more. Okay, garlic is ready. Next, this is 400 grams of ground meat. I add 2 pinches of salt. This salt is sea salt produced in Okinawa Prefecture. And 5 grams of sugar. Sugar keeps the moisture of the meat. This is 10 grams of miso. And mix them until the meat becomes sticky. The recipe is in the description, please check it. Okay, the meat becomes white. Then I add grated garlic, 10 grams of sake, 10 grams of soy sauce, and an egg. I mix and distribute the ingredients to the meat until the patties become sticky. Great. I add the onion. Okay. The ratio of the onion and the meat is important. Mix and distribute the onion to the patties. I tried many times to make delicious Menchikatsu, and I'm sure this ratio is best now. Okay, the patties are ready. I let it stand for 30 minutes. The flavors of the meat, onion, and the seasonings come together in harmony. Meanwhile, I'll prepare the cabbage. I'm sure now is the best season of cabbage. The texture is soft and light, and the taste is very sweet. The cabbage in spring is called haru kyabetsu. This kanji is haru. Also, I tried many methods. Soaking the cabbage in the water before cutting is the best. I soak it for 15 minutes to make it nice crunchy texture. In fact, I soaked the cut cabbage in the water before. This way dilutes the flavor.
And I introduced a method of letting the cut cabbage include the air, but this way was less freshness and crunchy texture. Now this way is the best. I remove it from the water and let it stand for a while. I trim off the stem and divide it into half. And I cut the thinly against the fiber. I move gyuto back and forth widely. Cut it as thinly as possible. Okay, I've cut the cabbage. Very beautiful. I keep it in the fridge. Next, I'll combine the sauce ingredients. It is very easy. Add sugar to the ketchup, soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and rice vinegar. I like sour taste, so I often use rice vinegar to the sauce. I mix them well. Okay, the sauce is done. Let the patties into portions. I put the vegetable oil to my hands and take the patties. I'm sure you can decide the number of portions depends on family or friends. However, if the size is too big, it's difficult to cook it to the inside wall. I remove the air like this and make the surface smooth. Finally, I make it into an oval shape. Okay. I'll coat the patties with breadcrumbs. First, I crack the neck and beat the well. Okay. I prepared cake flour, egg, and breadcrumbs. Let's go. At first, I put the flour to my hands and put the flour all over the patties. Okay, I transfer and coat with the egg. Nice. Finally, I transfer it to the breadcrumbs and I add much breadcrumbs. Okay, I'm ready to deep fry them. It is important to coat the patties with breadcrumbs carefully. The temperature of the oil is around 135 degrees. It is important to cook Menchikatsu gradually over low heat, because it takes about 15 minutes to cook it completely. If the temperature of the oil is too high, the outside burns and becomes dark brown. The heat is low. And keep the temperature of the oil around 135 degrees. Sometimes I turn over them to brown the outside evenly and beautifully. I cook it for a while over low heat. 8 minutes later, the smell of the meat is good, but the inside is not cooked yet. In your country, are there any dishes similar to Menchikatsu? Meanwhile, I remove the foam carefully. It is also important to make Menchikatsu beautifully. Almost. Perfect. I cook them for 18 minutes totally. Okay. Keeping the oil clean is very important. Nice. Let's arrange them on a plate. So lovely. I place the chopped cabbage on sometsuke plate and Menchikatsu. Finally, I pour the sauce. Beautiful. Menchikatsu is done. いただきます. I cut it with chopsticks. Good. It is cooked well. The inside is very juicy and the outside is so crispy. It is so delicious. I hope you will try and enjoy Menchikatsu. And it's very well with the cabbage. I'll introduce another way of eating it. I place the cabbage on the bread and pour the sauce over the cabbage. Place the Menchikatsu and pour the sauce. Finally, I put the bread on it. I cut it into half. Great. This way is also good. Perfect.
Thank you. Did you enjoy? Today I introduced the popular homemade dish Menchikatsu. Have you ever eaten it? It is so crispy and juicy and tasty. I hope you will enjoy delicious Menchikatsu. Thank you for watching to the end. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a nice day. See you later.